It's one of the things I love the most about WWE is how different our fan base is.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it really is as diverse as it can be from all over the world, different political beliefs, different,
The whole world agrees
everything.
on it. It's crazy.
But what do they come together and love?
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's
WWE
awesome.
and soccer. It's crazy.
But let me ask you a question. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. You know what's so funny? I was at I don't even know if answers the question, but it's something that I always think about, especially like this year with Cena retiring. I was at Barclays for, I think it was SummerSlam. I got tickets, and I think I got tickets through the Daily Show, and it was in the Barclays. And I remember Jon Stewart was there. It was like he like
this
ran
was a while
it.
ago.
This was a while ago. It was like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
maybe more. And I remember, you know how the Barclays, you know how Brooklyn is.
So I was with Jon Stewart
Were you?
talking to him right before he went out. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I'm sitting in the crowd in Brooklyn, and they're booing John Cena like crazy. Like this, because this is all like, you know, like all 35-year-old dudes just
Right?
like, we hate Cena. We
Yeah.
hate Cena. Because he's
The
like
women
super
and kids
Cena.
love Cena.
There was
the men did not.
There was this kid. He was dressed in all Cena. He had probably like 11 years old. He was with his dad. He was all Cena'd out. And these men are booing John Cena like he's the worst guy ever. Jon Stewart runs in, hits John Cena with the chair. Seth Rollins, I believe, beats him. The crowd goes nuts. And this kid crumbles.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, oh, that's what it's about. That's why John Cena wins. Because
Right.
this kid wants to see him win. It's not just about our selfish, nerdy kind of, oh, get these. Like, no, it's about everybody.
So can I
And
ask you a question?
It made me appreciate John Cena in a way that I never thought like I would appreciate anybody. Like, I was like, damn, that's what it's about.
So is it ultimately about hope?
I think, I don't know that it's hope, but I can't think of a better word for it. Like,
Right?
I can't think of a better, it's gotta be.
Because in my previous career, and I guess still to this day, I always think about how to position WWE, especially to people who don't get it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And, I talk about all different things. But hope is sort of a theme that has come up. I've heard Cody say it. I've heard Natty say it. I've heard Becky say it. I've heard a few different people say it. And it's like this, is that ultimately
Damn.
what it is?
You know, after that Mania in, what was it, in Philly when Cody had that match and you sort of seen everything, like the storytelling of everything breaking his way
Right?
made everybody so like, yeah, for
Yeah.
Cody. I guess that's what it is. Just watching that happen that way, that's gotta be the best way to explain it.
I mean, it seems like it.
Yeah, I think people just want to be able to root for themselves the way they're rooting
That's
for
right,
these
to root for
people.
themselves because
Yeah.
shit happens to everybody.
Right.
Right? And you're trying to get to this one place, whatever that is, and it seems like everything gets in the way.
Yeah. Damn, I guess I never thought of it that way, but that's 100% correct. That Philly Mania was incredible. Philly Mania was incredible. That was something. That was one of the best live experiences I've ever had.
Because of the ride.
The last
Just
match?
everything. The
Yeah,
last
just-
match.
it was just like, it felt like a culmination of everything.
Years.
Yeah, like it was a nice
I mean, it really was
build.
but I mean, even if
was
you
about
followed
3
his
years,
whole
right?
career, but way beyond that,
Yes.
when you think about it and
Yeah.
what he did leaving, and then coming back
Yeah.
as a bigger star than he ever was.
Yeah.
I mean,
When he came back, were you guys prepared for and then this payoff, or was you sort of slow playing it and that just felt like the natural progression?
it was complicated. There was one plan that had it happening right away. And then some other things happened and the plan changed. But we were all in on Cody as soon as he came back.
I think it playing out the way it played out was so
better.
perfect because it was, you could believe that something went wrong. Because even like if like even outside of the story, 'cause I always feel like in wrestling there's like the story and then like the outside story,
right?
You know, and you feel like the outside story sort of like matched the inside story of like, we want this guy to win.
So
let
bad.
him win, let him win.
Bad.
Yeah, and then him finally winning and the way he won and everybody getting their comeuppings was like, oh, this is fun to watch.
Yeah.
And it was
the
like
payoff.
Yeah, the payoff
Yeah.
was really made the whole thing worth it. And it's like Dave Chappelle told me something that I'll never forget. The first time he hosted SNL, it was during it was like this 2016 election. It was emotional, like everybody, like it was just like everybody was fighting and you know, whatever. But Dave did the show and it was a fun show and it felt like people were laughing together.
Yeah.
And he said at good nights, he turned around, you know, everybody's hugging, and he turned around and he looked, and it was such a stressful week. And he was like, I looked at you guys and I realized, oh, you guys got to come back and do this again Monday. And I'm out of here. Like, I'm going to take a week off, whatever. Like, you guys have to do this again. And that's what I felt watching that WrestleMania. Was it 41 or 40?
Yeah.
40. And I'm like, that culmination and all that. I'm like, oh, they still got a show tomorrow.
Yeah.
You after all of that, like it's not like, and then we live happily ever after.
Yeah,
no, they got to wrestle tomorrow.
Yeah, the next season starts the next day.
And get that interest back. Like
Live.
It's just crazy. I was like, I was thoroughly, from performer to performer, I was thoroughly impressed by that. Yeah, seriously, yeah.
We are with Fanatics, and they have a question for you, Michael.
Okay.
Saturday Night Live has had an amazing history of co-anchors on Weekend Update. If you had to choose two wrestlers from any time who could handle the Weekend Update desk, who do you think would be up to the challenge as a good co-anchor duo?
From any time?
Yes.
Wow. Number one, I got to go Piper. Piper jumps out to me as just one of the best public speakers there's ever been.
Now, does he need a straight man?
Yes.
Okay.
He definitely.
Not two wild personalities.
You know what?
One straight man, one wild, or no?
I'm going to go Heenan.
Oh.
Piper and Heenan update. Who's not watching that?
Amazing.
Who's not watching that?
Absolutely.
Piper and Heenan. Yeah, that'll be my update.
I wonder if AI can make that happen. I bet it could.
Probably could.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait, who would you like to see?
Oh my God. Well, Piper and Heenan was a
Yeah?
great
Okay,
one.
I won.
I mean, really. Heenan doing anything. I love Bobby Heenan.
I love
Oh my God, so smart. I think what I love is when, and I think comedians who are successful are really, really, really smart.
Yeah.
And so I love when humor makes me think.
Mm-hmm.
And Bobby was always just so fast.
So fast.
You know, I love that.
And he was always Bobby.
Always.
And that kind of, he sort of had that slight mania, you know?
Yeah.
Like that sort of like.
I don't know how slight it was.
But he was like, yeah, he's the best. If I needed somebody on my side, I'd want it to be Bobby.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Hands down.
He was the bomb.